Centrifugation. And we are going to see how a little physics will be applied, either the centripetal force or the centrifugal force. And I want you to watch as Jack Unduton will show us the centrifugation separating technique.
Hello. Yes, viewers. As the host mentioned, I am Jack Unduton, and I'm here to take you through an interesting separating technique, which is the centrifugation. Just as Mr. Covenant demonstrated on decantation, centrifugation is the process of separating substances of different densities from its mixture with the aid of centrifuge. Now, we are going to identify the apparatus and items that we'll be needing for this separating technique, which are as follows. 3 beakers, first one, second one, and the third one. Then 3 stirring rods, first one, second one, and the third one. Then we have 3 petri dishes, each containing a solute. We have mud, calcium carbonate, and chalk. Then we have our distilled water in our wash bottle. Then we have our test tube rack containing 4 test tubes. Then we have our centrifuge machine. This centrifuge machine are of 2 types. Here we have the centrifuge machine. It's of 2 types, the manual and the automatic. Automatic are mostly used in the hospital for separating mixture like blood and so on. But here we have the manual centrifuge machine. A centrifuge machine is a machine that spins with an external force called the centrifugal force. We use this force exerted through rotational motion to force the heavier particle, the denser particle, to the bottom of the test tube and allowing the one with less density. To the procedure, we have our first beaker. Carry our distilled water, which serve as our solvent. Pour it into the beaker. Now we have our solvent in the beaker. Then we pour our solute, which is the sand, into the beaker carefully. Then we stir with a stirring rod. Now, having mixed our solvent, which is our water, and our solute, which is our sand, we have our solution now, which is mud water. This is our solution. Then we mix the second one, our solvent, into the beaker. Then we'll pour our solute, which is the calcium carbonate, into the beaker. Then we use another stirring rod. This is to avoid reaction between the mud and the calcium carbonate. So we get another stirring rod and stir. Here we have our calcium carbonate solution. Then we get the third beaker, put our solvent, which is the water. Then take our solute, which is chalk, and pour it into. Then we'll take another stirring rod to avoid reaction. Then we stir. Now, having mixed everything, we have a mud water mixture, calcium carbonate mixture, then we have our chalk solution. So now we get our test tubes and the test tube rack, and we pour a little amount of this mixture that we have here. We stir it to avoid sedimentation. Carefully pour it into we have our mud water solution in the first test tube. Then we'll take the second one. We'll still stir. Pour it into the second test tube carefully. Now, this one for this, we'll take our calcium carbonate and pour it into the third test tube. We stir it to avoid sedimentation. Pour it into the test tube carefully. Then we take our chalk solution. As you can see, the chalk solution, it has already settled down. Because this is due to the reason that chalk has heavier particles than the others. That's why decantation, the separating technique, which is called decantation, can be applied to chalk solution, since chalk particles are heavier than most of other particles. So pour it into the fourth test tube. Now we have our chalk dust mixed with water. Now we put the test tube in the centrifuge machine and spin. This is our chalk dust with water. That's our chalk solution. Then our calcium carbonate. Put it into the centrifuge machine. Then our mud water. Then our second mud water. Now we spin the centrifuge machine. As we spin, there is a force pulling the substance or particles from the center towards the wall of the test tube, and this force is the centrifugal force. It pulls the substance away from the center as I spin. By exerting this rotational motion, it pulls the particles or substance to the wall of the test tube, allowing it to sediment faster. So now, after spinning, we stop to check if it has settled down completely. So we carefully and slowly stop rotating. Here it was our mud water, which the sand particle have settled down to the bottom of the test tube, and now we have our sediment, which is the mud water and the supernatant liquid on top. That's for this first one. Then we have the second one, still the mud solution. We have our sediment, which is the sand, and our supernatant liquid on top. And here we have our chalk solution, which have the chalk particles have settled down to the bottom of the test tube, and we have our supernatant liquid, and this chalk is our sediment here. Then lastly we have our calcium carbonate solution, which will have the sediment, which is the calcium carbonate, and the supernatant liquid, which is our water. So viewers, this is an easy and fast way of separating substances of different densities from a mixture with the aid of a centrifuge machine. This process is not too different from decantation, it's only that it quickens the process of sedimentation due to the external force being applied to it, which is called the centrifugal force. So if you still want to get your particles back separated from the water, then easily use the process of decantation. You pour out your supernatant liquid into another test tube, leaving your sediment, which is your calcium carbonate, and so on to others. You have your sand, and your chalk. So we got everything back. Thanks, dear esteemed viewers, for watching. I still remain Jav Ndutom.
So now we've seen how the centrifugal force is being applied to separate mixtures with the aid of a machine called the centrifuge.